Welcome to Understanding Why, where math concepts are explained with models and multiple methods. In this video, we're going to convert mixed numbers to improper fractions and then improper fractions back to mixed numbers. So if I give you a mixed number like 2 and 1/3, this is a mixed number because we have a whole number 2, and then we also have a fraction 1/3. So one strategy about solving this in turning it into a fraction is I could draw a picture. So if I were to draw a picture of this mixed number, here would be one whole, this would be two wholes, and then I would have about 1/3, and I can draw just the imaginary other 2/3 that would be part of this to show you what the whole would look like, okay? So here's my 1, 2, and 1/3. Now, because I'm talking about a denominator of 3, I'm talking about thirds. So I can divide each of these whole numbers into 3 pieces or into thirds. So now that my picture is divided up into thirds, I just need to count up how many thirds I have. So I have 1/3, 2/3, 3/3, 4/3, 5/3, 6/3, 7/3. So 2 and 1/3 is equal to 7/3. Another strategy that you could use is just the algorithm. If I multiply my denominator by my whole number, 3 times 2 is going to give me 6. That is in my picture right here. I have 2 lines or 2 bars, and there's 3 pieces in each. So that's my 3 times 2. And then I would just have to add in my extra piece, and there's my extra piece here. So that is another strategy to find a fraction from a mixed number. Okay. Lastly, what I could do is I could list out all of my pieces and add them up. So if I want 2 wholes, and I'm talking about thirds, well, I know that 1 whole is equal to 3/3. So that I know that another 1 whole is equal to another 3/3. So here's 1 whole, here is 2 wholes, and then I also have that 1/3 left over. So when I add these up, I get 3 plus 3 is 6, plus 1 is 7/3. So there's 3 strategies for changing a mixed number into a fraction. Now, if we want to look at changing a fraction into a mixed number, so if I want to look at 12/5, there's a couple different strategies that I can use. Again, I could draw a picture. So I want to draw fifths, and I know that 1 whole is going to give me 5/5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this is 5/5, and that's going to equal 1. Well, I have more than that, so I can draw a whole nother one. So that would be 6, 7, 8, 9, 10/5. So that's another one. And then I want 12/5. So I have 11, 12/5. And I can just draw in my little pieces to show you what it would look like if it was whole. So here's my picture. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5/5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10/5, 11, and 12/5. So if I were to look at this picture, I have 1, 2 wholes, and then 1, 2 extra fifths. So 12/5 is equal to 2 and 2/5. Now, another strategy that I can use is I can just list out my number of fifths. So kind of like the picture, but with math. So I could do 5/5, which I know is 1 whole. And then I could do another 5/5, which is another whole. And then I would have 2/5 left over. And then that would give me my 12/5. So again, I have 1, 2 wholes, and 2/5 left over. And the last strategy is that I can just divide. This literally reads 12 divided by 5. So I could just do 12 divided by 5. 5 goes into 12 2 times. 2 times 5 is 10. When I subtract, I get 2. So this remainder then becomes my numerator for my fraction.